What the hell's in this box, Hayden?
Well, Adam, if you must know, it's the Google Stadia.
Nice.
We've been waiting for this for almost a year. What did we see this at GDC?
It's the thing that's going to kill all gaming PCs, right?
Yeah, with 12 games. So yeah, we are doing an unboxing here. We're just checking out. The review will go up next week, but we are allowed to show off what the hell they sent us. So let's show off what they sent us. This is a large box for what I assume is a controller and a Chromecast. We'll see. We got this, first of all, blank white box.
Yeah, nondescript.
I assume this is... Actually, I have no idea what this is. This looks like for holding your phone, perhaps.
Oh,
Attaching your phone to this controller.
Interesting.
Get some nice plastic unwrapping noises in here. So yeah, we got a brace. I don't know if this actually comes with the Founders Edition or not, but we'll see.
Might just be the review kit.
Yeah, that might just be the review kit. Should fit, I think, this Pixel 3a that I've been using. I assume, since it's a Google phone. So yeah, we got a controller bracket.
Interesting.
Cool. That's good because I think Android will probably be one of the more interesting ways to use this. Though at launch, a lot of the stuff is only on TV. So I think they said 4K only on the TV for the first bit.
Wow.
Which is, they have sent us a Pixel 3a also to
interesting.
test with.
Okay.
So, but then we have what I assume is the actual Founders Edition Stadia kit, right? This has to be what they're sending out to people. So a nice white box. Founders Edition on the side.
Oh, look, hold on. There's one more thing in the box. Cable.
We have a USB-C cable.
Sweet.
But yeah, this has to be what they're sending out to people who pre-ordered. Founders Edition is sold out as far as I know, so whether that's a good call or not remains to be seen.
Oh, the black one. It comes in two colors, right?
Yeah, I think there's a white version and a black version, though this is really like a bluish black with these pink highlights. I kind of like it, actually. It's a pretty bold color scheme for your like launch day.
It's almost
controller.
like a salmon.
Yeah, for a launch day controller, that's a pretty bold choice. We can throw this down. We've got a DualShock 4 here. And an Xbox One S controller, I believe.
No, you've touched this controller before.
I have
right?
touched this controller before. It's mostly, it feels almost like a hybrid of the two. In fact, you can kind of see that if you look at the shapes here. You've got sort of the like thinner body of a DualShock, but when you hold it in your hand, I think it feels more like an Xbox controller. And you've got the parallel analog sticks of a DualShock also. So yeah, if we like can get these all in one frame, you can kind of see it's like a cross between the two, I think. It has like the sculpting of an Xbox One controller, and also the analog sticks. You have the same texture around the edges as an Xbox One controller, but then it has more of the shape and obviously the parallel analog sticks of a DualShock. So
it has a headphone port too, at least.
Yep, headphone port.
USB-C
on the top. Got the floppy triggers, kind of a DualShock.
They sound a little squishy.
They feel a lot looser than the Xbox One sticks or the triggers do. But you got ABXY. As I said, it's like kind of a weird cross between the two.
And on the PC, you actually have to plug it in, right?
Yeah, so that's the weird thing is like the whole pitch for Stadia was so you can play your games across all sorts of devices. We should have, I think, the rest of this kit is a Chromecast buried somewhere in here. So the Chromecast Ultra, which is their latest edition. So yeah, the whole pitch is like, you can play your games on your TV and on your phone and on your PC, and the controller would just like seamlessly switch between all of them, because the pitch was your controller is connected not to an individual device but to the Wi-Fi So you connect the controller to the Wi-Fi so that there's less latency. It's not like channeling your button presses through the PC or through the TV or anything. And then, what, 2 weeks ago, Adam?
It's been scrapped.
They were like, hey, we're not doing that for launch. It will work wirelessly with the Chromecast at launch, but everything else, it will have to be plugged in.
Well, but even though it works wirelessly, it's still talking to the Chromecast and then going up, right?
I don't think so. I think it's connecting straight to your. Well, actually, I have no idea. I shouldn't speak. I shouldn't speak to it because I haven't looked that hard at it. All I saw was, hey, if you want to play on your PC, which is where I plan to do most of this, that is going to require plugging in at launch.
Got it.
They sent us all sorts of other documentation, and again, I don't want to say anything wrong here, but I'm pretty sure they said if we want to play on PC at launch, that also is limited to 1080p until later on. Another weird limitation. So upon further review, 4K on TV at launch, 4K on any other device coming in 2020. Same with the wireless functionality, that's coming in 2020. So that's not that far off. It's 2 or 3 months, but it does kind of make it feel like Stadia is coming in very hot, and maybe they should have pushed this launch back a couple of months.
A lot of people think that it's coming in dead in the water.
I mean, it's hard to say. I definitely, as I said, we'll have a review next week. We haven't plugged this in and used it yet. And what we played of the Assassin's Creed test last year, that ran really well. So Google's infrastructure seems to be there. But I don't know if you've seen the launch lineup, Adam. But
I haven't.
12 games.
Is Doom 2016 one of them?
I think Doom. No, because I think they're doing Doom Eternal. I actually don't know the whole lineup. All I saw was it's 12 games. 3 of them are Tomb Raider. They've got the Tomb Raider reboot and then the 2 sequels. They have Destiny 2, which is the game that they've been really pushing.
Mm-hmm.
I think that actually every Founders Edition comes with a copy of Destiny 2. It's probably somewhere in this dump of wires. And then Red Dead, which is the only game that I was like, oh, okay, this seems like it would be worthwhile.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that looks. Red Dead is the one I'm most curious about because I've been playing that on PC at home, and it looks fantastic. Yeah. But also, as we showed in our video last week, 4K, trying to get that thing to run 4K max out is more than a 2080 Ti can handle.
Yeah.
Trying to get that thing to run 1080p maxed out is more than a 2080 Ti can handle. So maybe that's the use case for Stadia right out the gate. If they can show that off running at 4K, maxed out, running off their server, that could be really interesting, I think.
Yeah. We'll see for the review.
Then again, we don't know, I don't think you can run mods on this. This is it would be a consoleized version of Red Dead in terms of how the mod support works, settings, all that.
But you can easily stream it to your friends.
Yeah, and this is so if I can play Red Dead on a phone, maybe that's interesting. I'm not sure because a lot of that that game is not designed for a screen this big. But maybe, I mean, that's the goal here, right? That's Google's whole pitch. It's don't you want to play Destiny 2 on your phone?
Yeah.
Maybe. We'll see.
Well, at first blush, what do you think of the controller?
I think it's nice. I don't think it's going to replace... We just got that Elite Series 2 controller, the new Xbox controller. I don't think it's going to replace that. I don't think this would be my go-to for home use.
Can this do X input? Can you just plug it in and use it as a...
I'm not sure. I think it probably could. It has PC drivers, and I assume it's just running... there are only so many controller SDKs, so probably.
Actually, that would be kind of interesting.
Even if it doesn't, I would assume that Steam will add support for it through the Steam client, Valve will add support through the Steam client at some point because they do all those custom controller maps and stuff.
That makes sense.
So maybe we'll get that. But I don't know. It's definitely not the controller I would first reach for, but considering other first attempts at a controller,
Wow, that's a classic controller.
Yeah,
right
we
there.
just found this laying around in the office. Do you remember the Ouya, Adam?
Yeah, I never had one.
Would you say,
I did not
oh
back
yeah,
it.
I remember?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we were just remembering, man, I don't even know if I can do it again on camera, how the like stupid grips had to peel off to put batteries underneath. I never learned the trick for this, and we got it done in the office before filming, and now I am never going to be able to get them off again. So
Yeah, well,
yeah.
it was almost like it was not a great controller
yeah,
to begin
it
with.
could be worse, is I guess what I'm saying. Yeah, this thing feels
So do you
like
think
junk.
Stadia will be more successful than the Ouya?
Man, will it ever have a game as good as Towerfall? I don't know, but it seems like a low bar to clear, so hopefully
Is Red Dead better than Towerfall?
that's a hard question. Adam. So yeah, we'll have a review next week. There's some more stuff in this box, but none of it very important. Just a bunch of cardboard, whatever this weird pull tab is, which I assume is just documentation. Yes, a note from the Stadia team. And
Ooh, stickers!
some sweet Stadia
Oh man, how did
stickers.
we miss those stickers?
So yeah, there's more in here, but none of it very important. We'll have a review next week. I'm looking forward to checking it out. I'm just a little confused why it's launching now. I think Google's line would probably be like, "Oh, this is not the real launch, right?" Like that's the Founders Edition is basically like a glorified beta test that everybody paid for.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. It just seems like a weird proposition still.
Huh.
I still feel like Microsoft has a better chance of making this whole streaming future be a thing.
And I think they have better controllers too.
Yeah, but Google just like got the jump on them, right? Microsoft's still doing limited beta tests for xCloud, and we're probably not going to see a full rollout of that until next holiday. So
Yeah, we'll see.
Google has about a year to try and win people over. But
Well, I for one am excited for your review next week.
Thanks,
and to
Adam.
hear what you think.
I'm excited for you to read my review, like always. So yeah, for PC World, I'm Hayden Dingman. We will have more Stadia coverage next week. Thanks, everybody.